All right, everybody, we are going to be getting right into HgFin versus Rob the Gamer. Our my fellow commentators.
I think you cut out a little bit there.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, you sound better now.
Yep.
So, hello everyone. I'm Music-Will, joined with Juicebox Commando and Zabooz.
Heyo.
Sorry if I said that wrong. For the rando tournament race between HgFin and Rob the Gamer115, both veterans of PMD Sky, and I think both of them participated in the randos from 2019. So a lot has changed since then, so let's see what happens.
Rob is going to be selecting male off the start, while Finn selects female. Just going through these starter selections, Rob going to pick an actual starter. Just we know that they have okay bases and they've got pretty good gross. It's always a safe pick.
And Finn restarting
Finn
because
restarting.
I don't think he liked what he saw in this selection.
Yeah, and I really don't blame him.
Yeah, none of those looked really good.
For those who don't know, you do get different starter choices between male and female.
Okay, Grovile, really good partner to start out.
Ooh,
Very
selecting
very
that
good
Zubat.
looking moveset. The Charizard is a little iffy, I would say. It's got Fly, which is decent. It's got Double Edge, but it has Rest otherwise. So hopefully you can get some more stab or attacking moves.
Okay, and Finn does have a Zubat Minun. So who do we think has the better advantage in team selection here?
I think as far as team selection goes, just based off of how many move slots Rob has, I think Rob has an edge, even though Finn technically has the Mons with higher stats.
Right.
I'm giving the complete advantage to Rob. His Zubat just have Fly and nothing else.
Yeah, the Zubat is definitely going to have some issues, especially starting out, and that Minun does have pretty low HP. But if the Zubat can get going, it's going to be a real threat. Rob already taking a wipe, unfortunately, on the first floor to an Aeroblast Driftblim. He's going to want to remember that one. That's very dangerous.
Yeah, neither player really having a good time on this first floor to start.
Okay,
With
yeah,
that Haunter on the wall.
Haunter in the
with
wall with
Petal
Petal
Dance.
Rob's
Remember when
actually
we
Air
said
gonna
Flowers
do
about
for
a
Finn
full
though, so this
reset
is
here.
looking good.
Rob is probably going to do the opposite of Finn here and check every single female option. Yep, here he goes.
Honestly, there's nothing good in any selection.
Yeah, these
Everything's
are just not
Yeah,
fantastic.
those are not good.
Oh, wait a second. I actually just saw Krogunk. I don't think Rob saw the Krogunk. I don't think anybody saw the Krogunk until I just did there. Krogunk is one of the best options.
Ooh.
He did chose a Charmeleon, which is not bad, but you can definitely do better.
He just decided to unevolve his starters. Pretty good option.
Yeah, he did just go back one evolution stage.
I love Charmeleon's sprite, so cute, especially on the side view.
With Wind Whip.
Alright, so
Finn is going to be using Fly on Tropius, but Tropius has a range move, so he gets nothing out of it. Eevee obviously going down one hit because it's Eevee, and PMD does not like Eevee. And Rob is going for another reset. We're seeing a lot of resets coming through, and I think that's perfectly valid. You do not want to be waiting to reset until it's too late.
Yeah, I would say the second dungeon is at the
Alright.
top of when you can
Finn
reset.
Finn with his first set of rare fossils in second floor Dredge Bluff.
Ooh, Rob taking an evolution this time. They
Rob,
are pretty good.
he's thinking about the Remoraid.
Wow.
He didn't take the Remoraid. I really wish people would respect the Remoraid and Octillery line because they are so good, man. He is going to settle for Cubone, which is, out of the starters, it is the most threatening in terms of base stats.
Finn zooming through Drench Bluff here.
And one advantage that Finn does have with this Zubat is he is going to be able to fly over terrain for the entire game. He's always going to have that advantage over Rob right now.
It might cause a problem in Silent Chasm-esque layouts with a bit of a void or a hole over or it's like just a floating platform. but hopefully it won't cause too many problems.
Seeing the power of Minun here, he's a little bit squishy, but he can definitely stand on his own. Finn can definitely afford to be taking these paths over the terrain.
Wow. Lots of, I think, 4 out of 6 floors so far for have been stair floors for Finn.
That's
So that was
extremely lucky.
that was incredibly fast.
For those of our viewers who do not know, Hidden Power in base series is a move that changes type based on just a few like hidden values that your Pokemon has. It can be any type in the game. Does not work like that in PMD, actually. It's based on the stage. And there's really... I'm sure there is a way to predict it, but I haven't figured it out.
I don't know why Rob didn't turn around with the Umbreon there just to shield the attack.
I would really like to see Rob go back to male, because there was actually something I'm pretty sure that I didn't notice until it was too late. There was a Ho-Oh in the starters, which is one of the safest options. It's one of the strongest legendaries in the game that isn't banned. But he does pick Krogunk instead, which is also fantastic.
I'd probably go back and choose Grovyle because that was actually a pretty good partner mon. That or Minun. Both would work.
Dusclops is going to be... I think it's going to be passable just because it's in Blue Rescue Team at one of the last dungeons, so it should have relatively okay base stats.
Yeah, although these many
Punch.
resets, I don't like it from Rob. I would have
Yeah.
kept like the second pair that he does. And
D-Punch, Mega Kick. I don't think D-Punch has very high accuracy, as far as I recall. I know that in like the regular Pokemon games it has like 50% accuracy. I don't know if that's the same here.
Sounds about right. Although I'd use the kick, Mega Kick.
That's not stab on Krogunk, is it? Because Krogunk is just a poison type?
No, he is a poison fighting. That is stab.
Oh, okay.
That is tough.
This
Nice.
is a very good Krogunk, and that Dusclops is definitely not something that can be slept
Whoa.
on either with that moveset.
Being getting attracted.
Yep, Finn is attracted into the Quilava just spamming Iron Defense in his face.
Ah, he
Uh,
got
Quilava
and,
attract.
For those of the viewers who did not notice, Finn always names his leader partner Secure Account in reference to the current world record holder for PMD2.
Finn in a bit of a tight spot here because of the Haunter on the wall, but he does have a ghost type of his own, so that's actually pretty helpful.
Is again just the versatility of having a flying leader. He's able to check all of these.
And a lot of times those are pretty good items.
Rob is going to be teaching Rock Slide to Krogunk. I think that's perfectly fine. More coverage.
Sorry about that, someone wanted to say something to me.
God, Yow.
Ooh,
Sniped by multi-hit Bullet Seed.
Did
Too
everything
bad that
hit?
one of those didn't miss. All 3 of them hit in a row.
Oh no. That's pretty unlucky. Multi-hit moves are not as good in this one.
I'm glad
Yeah,
Rob
this
has
is the
stopped. I'm glad Rob has stopped resetting because he's not really losing anything by dying in Beach Cave. You only have one item when you enter, and I think you just lose that item when you wipe.
And sometimes you don't even lose it. Robbie is experiencing fun and interactive. Yep, that phrase defines PMD. Fun and interactive. Like now. Getting hit through
Luckily,
a wall.
the Haunter is definitely one of the Pokemon in the game that has not great stats, so the fact that it's the thing that's in the wall just being annoying is probably a best case scenario.
Yeah. Oh. That Haunter has Lightning Rod. That's fun.
Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate. Finn is going to fly and hit Heracross for 216. I think that's the highest number that I've seen in the randomizer.
Yeah, that is the biggest I've seen.
Shout out to Ordinary House being the name of this dungeon, by the way.
It's extremely ordinary.
Yep.
Just your typical snow-covered house. With a bunch of cacti.
And spiders.
A couple spiders.
151.
See, we were making fun of Fly at the beginning here for not great, but when you can hit with it, it does plenty of damage, especially coming from a Zubat, which has great bases.
Oh,
So, I
Glaceon Rock Records.
No, don't do it. Rob, no. It hurts me. Okay. But at least Rob is in the sword fight. And he's experiencing Autosphere from the W's.
I was gonna say, turning off Miracle Eye might be a good idea for Finn here. Because it's really situational.
Okay, Finn is entering the second boss fight. Rob is still in the first.
Boom.
But both of them are clear of that. So Rob, he's currently 2 dungeons behind, but he does have a lot of time to catch up. Finn is going to be not in this current dungeon, but the one after the one he's going to be now is one of the 2 most difficult dungeons in the game.
Mostly
and
because
anything
of
could
the
happen during that.
As we
I'm
saw.
glad that Finn has started to look at the buy items more buy items more often than just going straight to selling stuff. Because I remember he was saying that was kind of a habit that he was suffering from. So it's good that he's applying that in the race.
Right, and we don't necessarily need too much money in this randomizer because most of the things that we want from shops are actually free. Rare fossils, golden seeds, and golden apples, just because of where you're supposed to be able to get them in the main game. They have some weird coding when it comes to shop that allows you just to walk away with them for free.
You know, some moves that appear in this randomizer, you never see them in the vanilla game. Like Sharpen, Draco Meteor, I think you don't see it many times. Switcheroo,
Spatial Rend.
Facial Rend.
Memento.
So far, we haven't seen anything too crazy out of this seed yet.
Rob, unfortunately, not being able to Thunderbolt the Gyarados because it has a Volt Absorb, because of course it does.
That's one way to be immune to your 4-time weakness.
Oh, I didn't see that Finn actually got Wide Slash on that Zubat. That's actually really, really good.
Yep, the biggest drawback that this Zubat had was that it only had 1 move, and he's already got 4 on it at level 11, so he is sitting in a very nice spot.
Yeah.
Careful of any Delibirds that have double speed in here.
Delibird actually does have potential to be very threatening in this randomizer, very high base stats, but it does only have 1 move. So if the 1 move is bad, it's not really something to worry about.
Same can be said with Abra. I learned that the hard way on my first rando.
Yep, Abra is another one that has very good stats, but only 1 move, so you want to be pretty careful with Abras if you don't know what the 1 move is. Abras, Beldums, and whatever it was that I had just said, I don't remember.
Abra, Beldum, Delibird.
Yes, Delibird.
If you choose Beldum or Abra as your starter, you better hope for either a really good move or just pray for some good TMs that you can run into.
Or, you know, a bunch of rare fossils.
Rare fossils
That's true.
are also good.
Rare fossils save a bad mon.
Finn is on the last floor of this waterfall cave, and it is... Alright, he's exiting it, and this is a very dangerous waterfall cave. I think Rob's team is finally, after all those resets, is going to be good enough to get through that, but those are a lot of good Pokemon in that dungeon. Finn is going to be linking, it looks like, which I greatly appreciate. I think linking has been very undervalued in this tournament so far.
His moves are not that good.
Yeah,
I'm hoping he
doesn't
can
have
get rid of
great
that
moves
Miracle
for
Eye
it.
there, because that move is pretty... Ouch!
Rob taking a wipe to the first floor of Bristle. To be fair, that is where you want to wipe if you're going to wipe. You don't want to get to the 8th floor and then wipe.
Yeah. And he picked up some rare fossils right there, so...
Yeah, he may actually be sitting in a better position now because of that.
Oh no,
so
that
he is
Combust can
opting to
illuminate.
not use the rare fossils. I think Rob could be a lot more liberal with his use of rare fossils here, especially against these Combustions that he knows he can't one-shot.
I'm not sure how many he has, because I think he had a couple before wiping out, and he hasn't checked his inventory to see if he actually lost them or not. But he did pick up those 5. At this point in the game, you don't really need to be resourceful with your rare fossils because it's still pretty early on. You don't really need to be saving up your rare fossils until you're in like Foggy Forest-ish.
Yeah, if anything, this is the part in the game where you should be using all of the rare fossils that you get, because at this point, this is the weakest that you're going to be in the run. So you might as well use the items to help you get yourself through.
Yeah, I feel like something like that is definitely a pitfall that people fall into, is like, I'm trying to save up for these things, but I mean, it's there to be used. And I think you definitely have a good point in that this is the weakest you're going to be at this point in the game. So you might as well use the tactical advantage of those rare fossils when you have them.
If I need them.
So back to Finn's point of view, we have a very interesting thing going on because Finn has linked hidden power in his link set with the Zubat. So he has to play this weird game every single dungeon where he's trying to figure out what type the hidden power is. In this dungeon, I'm thinking it's rock. It was not very effective against Metagross, and that's all that I've seen on it so far.
Could be grass, could be rock. I think ice is not very effective against steel either. It could also be steel.
It
Could
could
it be
be
psychic?
steel, yeah.
Could also be psychic too.
Or
The point being, Finn does not know when this hidden power is going to
whoa,
go
whoa,
live.
whoa,
He's
whoa,
almost
whoa,
taken
whoa,
away
right,
to
Ludicolo.
Ludicolo. So he's going to want to keep in mind that Ludicolo is always going to be getting rare fossils. There is no reason to play games with Roar of Time Ludicolo.
Yep.
Unfortunately,
Pressure
Hidden
Gloom
Power
is not
missing,
really
so we
good.
don't get to play the what type is Hidden Power game.
Yeah. He's got to be careful with those glooms because that pressure can delink his moves real fast if he's not paying
Yes,
attention.
it can.
Oh, using a
I
pure
think
seed.
that is a very good layout to Pure Seed on. There was going to be a lot of rooms there. Rob
He's
still
got a
just
Violent Seed.
unfortunately not having a great time with these layouts. We did just see him leave the 3rd floor in literally the last possible room for the stairs to be in. We call that an anti-stair floor.
Another stack of rare fossils. Good find.
Getting baited by that Dino.
He's running out of options. Eventually, he's going to have to be using those rare fossils because Rock Slide doesn't have very high accuracy.
Luckily, he does have the accuracy boost from female, but still, Rock Slide does have a negative accuracy bonus in this game.
So Finn is finishing Apple Woods. Where is Rob at the moment? Waterfall?
I think Rob is still in No, he is in Waterfall Cave.
Rob is in Bristle, and Finn is in Applewoods.
Oh, he's in Bristle. Okay. I think I was remembering the Beach Cave fight because I thought he already fought a boss already.
Oh.
And by Mount Bristle, I do mean Ordinary House.
Absolutely love the
Dusclops
name
is
down
having at least decent level ups. Its attacking stats were not fantastic at the start, but it is at least gaining attacking stats every time it levels, which is not a guarantee in this randomizer. Finn is getting hungry, but he is on the last floor. Probably shouldn't matter. Rob only needing this floor and one more, and he will be on Drowsy. And that Spinnerack is super dangerous. Rob is really going to want to consider using these fossils on these dangerous mons like Spinnerack that he knows he can't one-shot. Dustclops rather, taking 31 damage. Very dangerous.
And he doing 31 damage to what?
Yeah, nothing good for Finn here. Oftentimes I wouldn't even bother looking at Purple Keck. But maybe the item slots change because it looked like he was holding things Green Keck would normally be holding.
Yeah, Purple Keck can actually have all of the same items as Green Keck, which includes the rare fossils. So you do want to be checking him if you're in need of the fossils. That being said, I have not seen Finn's fossil count in a long time, but I don't think he really needs the fossils to get through at this point. He's plenty strong.
No, he'll be fine. I think he has like a stack at least.
And Rob is entering the Drowsy fight. It seems like okay, he is going to use the fossil.
Okay.
All right, we're good.
I'm hoping eventually he sets those.
Yeah,
where
especially
possible.
because he's still got 15 of them. He can take a lot more fights with just fossils and be okay.
We're seeing here in Finn's screen that Bidoof this time is a Geodude.
Oh geez. Luster Purge, Ditto, of all things.
Yeah, and having the Bidoof be a Geodude is pretty dangerous just because of typing. So Geodude already doesn't have great stats, but then you add the typing on top of it. Being quad weak to water and grass is not a good thing in PMD because that's what a lot of the long range moves are in this game.
Ice too.
Yep, ice. He's weak to ice, which is a lot of room range moves.
He's weak to fighting.
He's weak to ground, which again, room range moves. Just not... Being rock ground is not a good omen in PMD, for sure.
But hey, he doesn't have Memento. It's him.
Yes, at least he doesn't have Memento.
Oh...
Ooh,
I'm not sure I agree. I don't know if I agree with Finn's decision to just kind of leave them like that, but
Yeah,
it's worked out.
It worked out
for
for him, but it's very scary to do that. And Finn this is 21 minutes at Craggy Coast. He has no way to know that he's this far in the lead. 21 Craggy Coast is, like, that's pretty much what he would be able to expect of Rob.
Yeah.
So I think it's perfectly reasonable to assume that he has to go fast here.
None of the players can know where the other are. The only thing they can know is that if the other player either wins or forfeits.
Right.
Nothing else. Was that Golem a Psyduck?
And as much as it has looked like Rob has been falling more and more behind, he is still only 2 dungeons behind, which is exactly what he was at like 10 minutes. So he's maintaining the gap pretty well, and we might see him start to close it here.
Yeah, I definitely think Rob is performing pretty well considering how much of a rough start he had. I think he had to reset like 2 or 3 times.
Okay, he had the Charizard and the Grovyle. He had the Umbreon.
Finn is not even going to give Geodude the chance to attack there. We do not want to know what he has.
Yeah, Rob had 4 different pairs before deciding on this one. So quite a lot of resets.
Finn is entering Mount Horn, which is the longest and therefore most dangerous dungeon in this randomizer, on average at least. And Rob is on the last floor of Waterfall, so again, just maintaining the 2 dungeon deficit, and just maintaining it while he's this far behind, I think is going to be really good, because as long as he continues to maintain it with this team, I think he's going to be able to make up the gap.
Something had a special trend behind.
Yeah,
Geodude.
it was a pretty weak one though, because it looked like Geodude was fine the whole time.
Yep.
I think if I was Finn, I would have checked out what's in the Keck shop, but in fairness, I haven't really taken a good look at his inventory. He's probably fine.
He can't check the shop anymore.
Ouch, Munchlax.
Efficus in chat really putting it into words that I didn't consider. Mount Horn is the great equalizer in this randomizer, because with the random layouts and this being the longest dungeon, like, you can just starve to death and it not be your fault at all in this dungeon.
Forget Bidoof. That's also one.
And Doof is there. Just in case it wasn't difficult enough, you have to take care of a Geodude.
Wartortle.
I've seen that Wartortle. I was expecting that Wartortle to throw something at him. I'm watching him.
Rob is just gonna heal up in the secret room. Very good play by him. He was in very dire straits when he entered that secret room.
Wish could work on a pitch, but he decided to not teach it to the minor.
I think that's fair, especially just because it's a partner. You don't know when they're going to use Wish, so you can't really rely on it. Rob running into a Spatial Ren Lantern. That's very dangerous.
Ooh. Angry Service Fish.
Angry Fish.
And we also do have to...
Oh,
no! The Dusclops took a Seed to Weather. I didn't think it was that low on HP.
That is real bad. It gives you a really bad feeling when your partner is going to die to weather and you cannot do anything to it.
Yeah.
Finn hitting the halfway point of Mount Horn here. And it
It's
looks
not
like
out
he's still in a pretty good spot in terms of PP for his moves. Does not have to be worried at all.
Oh, wow. So
That
looks
hidden
like
power has to be
that hidden power was probably water by the looks of it. Doing 100
yeah,
doing
it did
100
do a
damage
lot
to
of
that
damage.
Graveler, that was a lot. So
Either water or grass.
water, grass, ice, one of those two.
Oh, you can see the stairs.
Just 4 floors left for Finn here.
Rob is now at the halfway point of his dungeon, the Apple Woods. Snubble, very dangerous with that rebound. There's basically not much you can do about that. Although he does still have rare fossils, I would really like to see Rob using more rare fossils here.
That Nuzleaf has Fissure. That
Nuzleaf had a sky blue bow.
That was dangerous.
How did you get that? You're not the leader.
You're not the main character. What are you doing?
Maybe the Nuzleaf was the main character in his own adventure. We don't know.
Super frequent?
Super would make you think that, huh? It'd be kind of cool to see like a Nuzleaf side story.
Or Super? Yep. I would agree. I need to play Super again.
I do not want to play Super again. As fun as that game was, I think a couple times is enough.
Been checking Minun because they got separated.
Last one.
Rob just woke up from taking a nap on the 7th floor.
All right.
The Apple Woods has been very stressful, so he's just going to take a nap for a little bit.
Giant Anchorage, also known as Foggy Forest, for Finn.
Finn being out of Monthorn already means that he has a pretty big advantage.
Yeah, he has a pretty big lead at this point. That was a pretty good Mount Horn for sure.
Not many problems for him.
This could most definitely be like a low 30 for Finn at this pace he's going.
It's looking to be about a, I would say like a 34 to 35 for Finn as long as he keeps up the pace.
What is that layout?
No, goodbye, Bulbasaur. Oh, never mind.
That's started. Those things are tanky. Now he's
Big boy.
probably okay. Oh no, Rob is starving. Oh, he cannot eat anything. He's the last floor. Okay, he's fine.
Yep, he's perfectly fine. He just had to follow the Absol to the exit. He was showing him. That's the Absol from BRT trying to help him out. And this is exactly what I was talking about. It is not good to have a Bidoof that is weak to so many types, because that Skiploom has Earth power. That's dangerous.
Okay, we've got a seed in this room for Finn.
And it's a sleep seed. Completely useless.
Not useful at all.
Finn
all right,
finding
sure.
hidden stairs halfway to the regular stairs, okay.
That probably actually did save
and a
time.
reviver seed, okay.
Nice revive, all right.
Yeah, and Finn has a lot of security on this. Lots of fossils, lots of seeds. I think he's in a very good position here.
I think the strat is to name your
Minin
your
putting in
partner
the work.
and your hero.
Yeah, maybe the best strat is to just go with the secure account meta and have him bless your runs constantly.
Ooh.
Oh, that's not that much damage. Just 18.
Yeah, 18 is not terrible considering it was super effective.
Look shady.
Not
Finn
Shady.
did not want to say let's go Shady. He wanted Shady out of there.
You just threw a rock at the Quilava.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did. I hope you didn't see it.
Finn just doing a check on his items. He's got 3 revivers. I did not see the rare fossil count, but I don't think it's low. So he, again, just has so much security. He should be able to see this through. Last 2 floors of this dungeon.
Oh.
Isn't that rock? But Minun is OP.
Rob over halfway through Craggy Coast. Ooh, and it looks like he actually picked up goggle specs at some point. I did not see that, but he spawned and was able to see both staircases right next to him.
This is a Sky Temple randomizer. With a patch that lets us skip every single cutscene and mission day. Just going through this main story mission.
Alright, last floor for Finn here on Foggy Forest.
And Rob just getting an unfortunate Applewoods layout here. Unfortunately, it's the one where not everything is just on the top. Yeah, he has to go around bottom to find the stairs.
That's like one of the like floor 8 layouts where everything's in like the center.
Yep. Been starting the last dungeon, Steam Cave.
So he's going to have to clear 8 floors of Steam Cave, then 7 floors of Steam Upper, and then he will be on the final battle, which is quote-unquote Groudon. Will not be a Groudon, but it will have 500 HP.
That was weird. That's
Goated Minun.
I'm going to be honest, I was not believing in this final at the start. I thought that Zubat was going to do every single thing he was going to carry, but no. This final
Yeah,
has
the
been
Zubat
great.
is doing plenty of work, but so is the Minun. I had faith in this leader partner from the beginning, just because the base stats are so good. Moves are a problem on things that can't learn TMs, but as soon as you add the ability to learn TMs, starting with one move is not a problem.
Getting a pretty trolly layout for Finn.
Luckily, he does still have that ability to fly that we talked about in the beginning, so he can just fly over a lot of the separations.
Wow, 2 life seeds.
Yeah,
at
tons
once.
of life seeds. He can walk into this Groudon fight just completely stacked with HP if he wants to.
Oh, he's giving it to Minun. Both of them.
That's actually a really good idea, especially considering the fact that things in here know Earth Power, which Zubat's unaffected by, but Minon's actually weak to.
Yeah, as squishy as Zubat is in main series, Poison Flying is actually not a bad defensive typing. Finn has 3 floors left to go, 6, 7, 8.
Oof, a bit of a mini monster house for Rob here.
Yeah, unfortunately, just all of the mons that spawned inside the room, plus he's got a Yanma leaving the room, or leaving the hallway rather, to enter the room. He's
Okay.
optimizing his target selection very well here, making
Yeah.
sure that the Dusclops is not going to take any unnecessary damage, because that would be the end of that, end of this dungeon.
Finn starting already upper Steam Cave.
Finn attacking his own leader's father.
At this point, is Finn's game to lose.
Yeah,
Because
Finn has a very commanding lead here with only 5 floors left to go, and Rob is still in Mount Horn, so he would have to clear 3 dungeons to be on the same pace here.
Porygon 2 with Heat Wave.
Yeah,
That's
and
very
that
spooky.
could be the equalizer right there. It only takes a few big rooms with a couple Porygon 2s, because Porygon 2 is a very strong Pokemon.
Or just an unlucky miss with a rare fossil.
Right. Magnitude 9 coming through, almost taking a seed from Minun. How much HP was that? 2?
this Minun is a trooper. I salute them.
Let's
That's why
just
we use both life seeds on Minun,
yeah,
baby.
I was gonna say like
The life seeds matter.
those little points of HP, they really can add up.
Finn just need 2 more floors before the boss.
Opting to not learn Headbutt there. He could have taught it over Miracle Eye, but at this point, I don't think it matters. He's just gonna have the 2 linked moves be the only thing that the Minun does.
And spawning next to the stairs.
It's just
Finn
making
is
sure
on
he's
his
all ready.
Final boss fight.
Now, let's just hope this thing isn't a Porygon 2 with Spatial Rend.
Okay, how much?
That's a very smart play, using the Quick Seed and the Violent Seed.
Yep, and he's going to Violent Seed the Minun specifically because his job in this entire fight is just throwing fossils. And Finn's just using all of the items. This is a very any percent fight that we're seeing here.
Yeah.
And Finn's
Excellent job, Finn. Very, very well done.
GG is for him.
GG.
He had a 37, 20 something. He's not using a personal timer, for what I see. 37, 25.
And here we have our winner with us. Congratulations, Finn.
Thank you.
And Rob is coming in not too far behind here.
Not forfeiting.
All right, so while we're waiting on Rob to get in here, Finn, what was your thought on your leader partner duo when you selected them? Because I saw that you started with a female, then went to male.
Yeah, so I just did that because I didn't have any options. I thought the female, and
Right.
also, well, even if I did, there were none that I was familiar with. So I just
Right.
gamble swapped to male.
Yeah,
That-
we had the same opinion. There were not many good options in that female list.
Yeah, so I did that, and then when I selected my guys, I went into the game. I was a bit scared because at first I forgot how OP Fly is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't too sure about the moves on my partner either. So, but I was just like, I'm not going to reset this. I'm just going to roll with it, and it worked out.
Yeah, it definitely did end up being the correct decision because Fly hits like a train.
Yeah.
And you have same type attack bonus on that Zubat as well, so.
Oh, awesome.
Here's waiting still for Rob to do more interview games.
I will say I was not happy with that pace. I honestly thought I was gonna lose this at like the 30-minute mark, and I was still like in Mount Horn or Foggy or something like that. But yeah, I'm not sure what kind of luck he had.
He was not able to finish the run, and he is in floor 9 of Mount Horn.
Yeah.
Rob
Had a really unfortunate start. I don't think he got out of Beach Cave until about 7 or 8 minutes in.
Oh, really?
It was really tough.
He had to reset a lot more than you. He did end up finding a Krogunk in the female list, though, that I think all of us missed, which was just statistically very good.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
That beginning was terrible.
Yeah, it was definitely not a fun early game.
No, that Beach Cave was horrible.
That may have been the worst Beach Cave.
That put me in a bad mood, the whole thing. I was like, are you kidding me?
That's rough, man.
So,
I had to change teams
interestingly,
like 5 times.
Finn started on female, decided that there were no good starters, and went to male.
And I did the other way around.
Yeah.
Really? You did the opposite? Oh, man.
Well, so after my first match, we had talked about male versus female, and I was like, oh
Right.
yeah, next match, because that match I did male, so I was like, all right, I'll do female.
Mm-hmm.
With all the craziness of me, Discord messing up with me getting set up for this, forgot that. So the first time I went around, I did male, and I was like, oh shoot, I was supposed to do female. Oh well, if I get a good main, awesome. If I end up switching, then we'll go to female, whatever. So then I went to female the second time, and I didn't realize that the starter list was going to be different. So then I just kind of stuck with
there
female.
are different starters.
So yeah, then I just stuck with female. If that Krogunk didn't work out, I was going to go back to male, though.
I was actually a little surprised you didn't just stick with the Charizard Grovyle, because that was actually a pretty solid combination, because they had some really great moves
in
on
a
them.
minute. I mean, it's risky, because I died twice in 1 minute on Beach Cave 1F. So yeah, I liked the moveset and I liked the Pokemon, but it scared me that I died that many times in that short amount of time, and I was afraid I was just kind of gonna be in a situation where I was trying to brute force it.
Yeah, and I know I sound like a broken record here, but as the base stat salesman, I understand why people like to run starters. They have good growths, they have good moves, but I think with the length of this and the fact that you end it like level 15 generally, I think you're almost always better off going for base stats.
Yeah, I think I agree with that one.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's a combination of factors. I know for me, honestly, the thing I prioritize more than most things is just a good moveset, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
And that's the one thing that kind of pained me was, I think it was the Charizard partner in my first one, had a really good moveset, it looked like. But then it just kept dying. So
it was pretty unlucky at the start for you.
Oh my god. Yeah, I think even if I had a fine start, I would have lost, but that definitely put me in a more sour mood. Goggle specs were a nice find, though.
Yeah, I don't think anyone actually saw you pick those up.
Yeah, I did not see you pick them up, and then I saw you spawn next to the regular stairs and the secret bazaar, and I was like, oh.
Yes.
So I stepped on the stairs. I forgot what dungeon it was or what floor. But I stepped on the stairs and I saw sunglasses in, like, they were 4 tiles away. And I said, you know what? Instead of taking these stairs, we're going to back out, check what they are just for the hell of it, and then we'll go up the stairs. And then I saw they were goggle specs, and I was like, ooh.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Yeah, and then I ended up using the spa. I think did I only use it once, or I might have used it twice. Spa was nice.
Shots are nice if you're having a rough time.
Yeah, well, what was it? One of the dungeons, floor 1, I got spited twice. I'm like, great.
But yeah.
I'm out of PP and it's floor 2. Awesome. So then I switched over to using rare fossils.
Randomizer being not very good to everyone. The Rando doesn't care about our feelings.
I do wish I found those goggle specs because I was getting anti-Seraph floored a lot, I think.
Yeah, we had actually said while you were in Foggy Forest that your time was shaping up to be like a 34, 35, and then you did not have a good time on the last 3 dungeons.
Yeah, they were kind of rough.
So.
I almost died to Roar, or I think it was Roar time. Someone had Roar time. That scared me.
Yeah, the Roar time.
Roar time. That was spooky.
I know.
And then there was that magnitude 9 that I thought was going to take a seed.
Yep,
from
the
mine.
magnitude 9, and we were all freaking out in here because it left your Minun on 2 HP, like 2 floors after you put 6 HP on your Minun.
Yeah,
with life seeds.
Life seeds. I'm telling you, they can save you, man. I think I always go for those if you find them.
I don't know if you guys noticed it, but the thing that scared me was at one point, ran up to a Pokemon. It actually used Fissure.
Yep,
I
saw this.
Yeah, I just saw that.
I was like, oh, great, die, get out of here.
Yeah, it is pretty scary.
You had an unfortunate encounter. I don't remember if it was Mount Horn or Craggy Coast. Finn did not run into it, but there was a Skiploom with Earth Power, which is super effective on your Bidoof.
That was like first
and
floor
it was in a
Craggy
giant
Coast,
room.
Yeah, that was like first floor Craggy Coast. I'm like, great, this is gonna be fun with the Geodude. But then Geodude actually ended up being pretty good. So
Yeah, 75 HP at the end there. At least it was survivable, even with the bad typing.
Yeah.
This video was not as bad as some of the other ones that we have seen in the tournament. Like the last one, that had Memento.
Yeah, this one was kind of just whatever, I think. But at least he didn't throw, so...
Yeah. Okay, with this race already over, Finn, you're going to play in the winner's bracket against Jirachi. How do you feel about that one?
Wait, did J Yemo already happen? I thought...
Yeah, it did, because apparently I'm versing Yemo, so...
Oh, wow. Okay.
And as you said, Rob, you're playing against Jimo in the loser's round.
Boy, I'm gonna do great.
I believe in you.
You can do it. Let's go.
Everyone can do it in the random.
True. Let's just not get screwed by Beach Cave.
Alright, does anybody else have anything to add about this? Anything left that we want to say?
More, I'm gonna say this in good fun. So, Fenton, before the match, I heard you were backtalking me in your Discord.
Yeah, I was doing a little trash talk. But not so much. It was more just like a joke, but I
got the conversation screen cap posted in my Discord.
I heard it.
You're against Rob today. I don't know who I can root for. Watching horror as, and I'm not gonna even read that rest.
Yeah, don't read that.
But yeah.
I needed to boost my confidence going into it because I was pretty nervous actually.
Dude, I think I said I had about maybe a 20% chance of beating you. I think that was being generous.
I thought you had a good time your last run, so I was like, oh, I actually got practice for this. Oh, did it? Oh, I thought it was like a 38.
No, it was a 48.
So though my best time in this is like a 35, and I'm averaging like 40s.
To be fair, this is also only the third ROM actually did, so.
Oh, true.
I did one practice one for the first match, my first match, and then my second match.
But yeah, it's all in good fun. I like to spice things up with a little trash talk sometimes.
No, it's all in good fun. I get it. Alright, that's all I had to say.
Yeah, me too.
Alright, well, thanks again to SpeedGaming for hosting us. If you give me 1 second, I'll figure out when the next match is. I'm still looking for it.
I already have that. We have our next match is tomorrow at 6 AM between Eponymous and Teltnik. Then at 6 PM, Gamer versus Inferno Bren. And at 7 p.m. Debuts against Strife Sada. Oh wait, that's me.
Yep, so we've got plenty of PMDs still lined up for you guys if you want to continue watching that. It'll be on, do you know which SpeedGaming's it will be on for all those matches?
The only one...
The next one is on SpeedGaming 1.
That's the only one confirmed.
Okay, so our next confirmed match will be SpeedGaming 1 tomorrow at 6 in the morning, so any of you early risers who want to see some PMD, we've got you there. So thanks again to SpeedGaming for hosting us. And massive thanks to Sky Temple for making this all possible, allowing us to randomize the game and helping us make settings specifically for this tournament. And with that, if nobody else has anything to say, that's it for me.
That's it. Yep.
That's it.
All right. Thank you, everyone.
Bye.